In the holy city of Medina, peace and light once filled every street. But years after the Prophet Muhammad left this world, darkness began to spread, a darkness of corruption, power, and tyranny. And then, there stood a man of truth, a man whose heart carried the light of the Prophet himself. Imam Hussein ibn Ali a.s. the beloved grandson of the Messenger of Allah. Background. Soft echo of distant drums, slow heartbeat sound. When the ruler Yazid ibn Muawiyah demanded allegiance, Imam Hussein refused. He said, "A person like me can never pledge loyalty to a tyrant like him." He knew what his refusal meant. It meant sacrifice, suffering, and blood. But Hussein was not afraid. For he carried the truth in his heart, and the courage of his grandfather in his soul. Music grows, sound of caravan bells and footsteps on sand. With his family and a few loyal companions, Imam Hussein began his journey from Makkah. He was not going to wage war. He was going to awaken the conscience of a silent nation. Their path led them to a barren land called Karbala, a land that would soon become the greatest symbol of sacrifice in human history. When Hussein's caravan reached Karbala, they were surrounded by thousands of soldiers. The water of river Euphrates was blocked. For days, the family of the Prophet remained thirsty. Children cried, "Water, please, just one drop of water." But the cruelty of Yazid's army knew no limits. Even then, Imam Hussein did not lose his patience or faith. He prayed, he comforted his children, and he reminded his followers that victory is not in killing. Victory is in standing for truth. Soft emotional flute music. On the night before battle, known as the night of Ashura, Imam Hussein gathered his companions. He said, "Tomorrow is the day of trial. The enemy wants only me. The night is dark, take your families and go." But not one man left. Each of them said, "O Imam, even if we die 1,000 times and return to life, we will still stand beside you." Tears fell from Hussein's eyes. Not out of fear, but out of love. Such loyalty, such faith, was the true soul of Islam. Battle drums begin softly, then fade lower. Then came the morning of Ashura, the 10th of Muharram. The desert of Karbala trembled. The battle began. One by one, Hussein's brave companions stepped forward. Habib ibn Mazahir, Muslim ibn Asaha, Abbas ibn Ali. Each one fought like a lion, and each one fell as a martyr. Then came Ali Akbar, Hussein's young son, so much like the Prophet Muhammad in face and speech, that even the enemies wept as he rode to battle. He too was martyred in front of his father's eyes. And then came the youngest, the 6-month-old baby Ali Ashgar. Imam Hussein lifted him high and said, "If the elders are guilty, what sin has this innocent child committed? Give him a drop of water." But instead of water, an arrow pierced the baby's throat. The Imam caught the blood in his hands and raised them toward the sky. "O Allah, accept this from Hussein." Silence, then slow, heavy background tone. Finally, Imam Hussein stood alone. His clothes were torn, his body covered in wounds. But his heart was firm, his faith unshaken. He raised his voice one last time. "Is there anyone to help me for the sake of Allah?" The desert was silent, only the cries of his family from the tents could be heard. Then, surrounded by thousands of soldiers, Imam Hussein fought with the strength of 1,000 men, until he was struck down, and the sands of Karbala turned red. Soft sad violin, wind blowing sound. But they could never kill Hussein's message. Because Hussein did not die. He lives forever in every heart that stands against injustice. Karbala was not the end. It was the beginning of a movement of truth. Every time a person chooses right over wrong, every time someone speaks against oppression, the spirit of Hussein rises again. Soft, uplifting background music begins, as the great saying goes, "Every day is Ashura, and every land is Karbala." Karbala is not just a story of the past. It is a living reminder that truth never dies, and that sacrifice for Allah is the highest form of victory. So remember, dear listener, whenever you see injustice, whenever you face hardship, stand with courage and faith. Like Imam Hussein, A.S. Because Hussein is the voice of freedom, the heart of Islam, and the eternal symbol of truth. Music fades out slowly. Whispering echo, "Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein."